absolutely fine.
Are you sure it's urine?
Come over and smell. Would you mind coming over to smell? Like, it's grossing me out. Like, I don't know what's in the bottle. So, okay, somebody left a bottle. I'm catching up on the world here. Somebody left a bottle on my front porch, and I'm having issues right now with people. And so, it's just kind of interesting that this bottle. Don't touch it, because I'm gonna freaking fingerprint that shit.
You want to send this?
You best believe I'm going to do it. So don't touch it, because that is a crime scene. Okay. Oh, I gotta flip this. Ah, dang it. Dang it. All right. I'm just gonna go like that. Okay. So I came home and this bottle is left on my porch and it completely stinks like urine. I don't know if that's a stain from before or not. You could smell the urine.
Yeah.
It's fucking nasty. It's fucking nasty.
This is right here.
Man, this is some jacked up human being right here that did this stuff to me. No, but you're not coming out.
To get some cameras.
I know. I need to.
Know exactly what's going on.
That's yeah. I gotta, yeah.
These things to you.
This is just brand, like, nothing's happened to me since I've been here. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
Have you been here?
this has been since July,
You just moved in July.
last year.
Okay.
So, guys, let me step away. I can't take it. That's gross. That's gross. Yeah. So, yeah, I moved here a year and some change ago, and and so, yeah, and I haven't. I mean, I've had the typical neighbors, just kind of nosy neighbors, and like me with my push mower, and me with my this, and me with my that, and whatever, and so it is what it is. But I'm on the board, and like I've become friendly with everyone, and try to do my part
Are
or
you
whatever.
building it yourself?
I trust me, I got permits for that with the city.
No, I'm just asking. Like,
No,
somebody or you
I paid someone to do that. Yeah, I build this stuff. I built, like, right here. I build that. And I build the beds and I build that kind of stuff. But yeah, I don't.
Like I said, I'd suggest you get some cameras. That way.
Yeah, that's gross. I mean, you clearly you smelled the urine. It smells really disgusting, and someone pissed on my front porch. It's human. It's not animal. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna get me my Ziploc bag, my gloves. do you know a good lab or something to? Okay, because trust me, I mean, I've got fingerprinting equipment just from teaching forensics, but I'm not that great at it, quite clearly. So, just to be honest, like, I sucked at lifting fingerprints when I was teaching it. I'm like, you guys are better than me.
Who knows? What if they were wearing gloves and there is no?
They're not that smart because they're like kind of unraveled and irrational. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So.
Like I said, you should probably get some cameras. That way, any further issues you have a little bit more
Yeah.
information.
Appreciate that.
Alrighty.
Have a good one. All right. Sorry, y'all. I had to do this. I had to go live because I wish I would have gone live on Saturday. So I'm just going to catch y'all up real quick. I don't know who's here. Jane, what's up, my girl? This is nuts. Okay, so this is crazy. Yeah, this little officer right here, I wish I would have got him on camera because he's a little bitch. But basically, he's saying, like, he's not doing fingerprints. He's not doing none of that, none, because whatever. But here's the deal. In fact, yeah. He's trying to oh, sorry. I'm freaking fired up. Okay, so I came home Friday from a long day, hard day at work, and man, if I would have live streamed yesterday, y'all would have been tripping out. That business was crazy. So, and I'll chat with you guys in a second, because, yeah. So anyway, I go to my backyard, and people had gone on my property, and there's a creek down there, and I'm a native, like, I'm getting certified in native plant restoration and habitat restoration, everything. And if y'all know me, anyone that knows me, I know my shit, right? So I'm in a subtropical climate. I've never lived in subtropical. I've lived in temperate forests. I've lived in Mediterranean climates. So I'm learning new language, right? It's like being in a different country. And so I have a creek, and it had this habitat growing. It was so beautiful, and it would bring me all this joy. And I'm going down to the lake doing my normal walk, And as I go down there, somebody hacked the fuck out of it. Okay, so I thought, well, maybe it's the city, like maybe, but I'm like, no, the city would have warned me, right? And so it didn't take very long, but it's the neighbor, and that's who's probably been calling code enforcement on me. And I'm sure everyone's listening right now because the cops are still out there. It's funny. You know what? Two cars came, so they're not letting. There's no partner cops anymore, which is crazy. These guys are acting alone, but two cars came. Now, can I tell you, the first two times I had to have the police out here, if you can believe it, I'm not a police caller. That's not my thing. But it was one woman all by herself. And it took forever for the supervisor to come yesterday when we had an irate man. Oh, Lord, hold me back. Okay, so let me continue. That's crazy. They got body cam footage. They got all that. All right, so that happens. Plants get cut, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, I go and get my map out. I find my property line. I go to Tractor Supply. I buy 9 more 6.5-foot posts. I'll sit on the porch. So you can look up this urine bottle. Actually, I can't sit on the porch. It fucking stinks like urine. Yeah, here's the crime scene right here. And I'm gonna get that shit fucking fingerprinted, motherfuckers. So, anyway, you guys are all chatting amongst yourselves. It's good to see y'all. Mama Jan, who else do I see? Who the hell is IDK? Is that you? That's a name? I feel like I haven't been on live stream in so long and I haven't seen any of y'all in so long. But anyway, yeah, the smell kind of... Oh my God, that's where they pissed. You can fucking see it. Okay, this is why we're live streaming. He pissed on my fucking... This motherfucker, you can see it. Yep, you can clearly see it. He pissed on my porch like a fucking animal, like a god... Y'all can hear me, like a goddamn animal. Like a motherfucking animal. Gonna fingerprint this shit, gonna DNA this shit. All right, sorry. Bring out the ghetto in me a little bit. So, anyway, let me continue. So, this is nuts. This just gets nutser and nutser. I gotta build a whole thing across the front so nobody can come on my goddamn property. Okay. So they cut all this shit down and whatnot. I call the police and whatever. And so she, she was just like, I would build a boundary. I'd build a fence. So I took out my map that I got when I bought the house. I figured the best I could. Okay. So you're like, okay, I had a lot to do that day. Right. But I'm at Tractor Supply. I got my 9 posts. I got my tarps. Right. And if you know how to pound these things in, right? So I've got the post pounder, right? Which is an amazing tool. Everyone should have one. But they're heavy and like it's a workout. And so I pound all these damn things in and I have to make them 8 foot apart because the tarps are 6 by 8s, right? You can't. Anyway, it's complicated. So I might take y'all into my garden because that's what I was trying to do is water my garden. But so I pound all these posts. Sorry, it's so dark. There's my banana tree, if you can see it. I pound all these posts in. I hand tie. I hand tie all these. Give you something to look at. I hand tie all these things. I was doing what you want to call it, zip ties, right? But anyway, so long story short, so I have to stop. It's night, I'm exhausted, blah, blah. I'm like a billy goat climbing on this cliff because it's like a creek in between. So I go to bed. Next day, I'm like, I got to finish it. Oh, fuck, it smells like piss. I would let you look at the American flag, but I'm trying to keep my life private with other stuff. So I wake up in the morning and I finish it, right, with a kind of a makeshift tarp or whatever. And I'm literally tying my last string. And this motherfucker comes over to my house with his cigarette hanging out of his mouth, telling me to take it all down. If I don't take it down, He's going to take it down himself. He's going to cut it into little pieces. He's going to throw it on my property. I'm encroaching on his property. And I'm like sitting here going, you, you are the number one suspect of who actually created like havoc on my property. So, so I'm kind of confused right now. Like, is he serious? So I couldn't get the recording going or whatever. I didn't have my phone. And so I called the police, and I spent forever with this guy. Well, it turns out his property map and my property map don't match at all, which is nuts. So I can see his trigger, but at the same time, you literally trespassed on my property to talk shit on me after you trespassed on my property and destroyed my property. And then he admitted it all on body cam. So, long story short, I took a walk down to the lake, came back, and somebody pissed on my front porch and left a Gatorade bottle with, appears to be urine in it. And I called the police and I told them I just want them to take the bottle and fingerprint it, and because I already have a case going. And he's refusing to do that. And he basically admitted, I don't think I caught it on. Yeah, you guys didn't get to see him on the cam, but he basically admitted that like the reason he's not taking it is because mine's a petty civil case. Like they don't have time for that. So fine, whatever. I'll figure it out myself. I'm gonna make that shit happen. But yeah, that's why I jumped on the live. I jumped on the live stream because my my phone is super full, and God, it stinks so bad. My phone is full, and I can't create videos on my phone. So yeah, there's that. That's crazy. These people are sick. They are sick and demented. They're acting like leftists. And I'm gonna sit down and chat with y'all. Let me find you a nice environment with a little light. I might as well say hello since I haven't seen y'all in a while. Let's see. I'm trying to be discreet in my undisclosed location. There we go. There we go. All right. So, anywho, maybe I'll put it on. All right, there's my coffee table. All right. What's up, y'all? I had to get that recorded. I wish I would have gotten the police officer because he was such a little dick. He was like, "Do you know how fingerprints work? Do you know how they work?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about? Like, what do you mean how they work?" And the other guy was really entertained by me because he could see that like I was outsmarting his little. One guy was like 6 feet tall. The other one was like 5 feet tall. Nothing against anyone, but there is a little Chihuahua complex that happens with short men. Sorry, no offense to anyone. And if you don't have that, good on you, but it happens often. It's just a thing. So anyway, he was like trying to question me, like, do you know how fingerprints work? And I'm like, what are you talking about? How they work? Like, in what way? Like, there's loops, there's whirls, there's what? Like, what do you mean? Like the arches, right? And so yeah, I taught forensics. Like, there's oils in your skin, you leave prints, and he's like, oh, so he's talking database, and I'm like, okay, well. Anyone that's my age or older, we're in the database because they fingerprinted our motherfucking asses in school. And then at some point, somebody said, "Oh, that's not legal to do." Because I was like, "Yeah, I got fingerprinted in school." And then he was just like, "Well, I didn't." And I'm like, "Yeah, well, I'm older." And the other guy was just laughing at me so the other guy was cool, but and he definitely smelled the urine. All right, I know it's nobody needs to deal with this shit, but I swear, like a lot of intense things happen in my world, and I'm hoping to lots of bleach. Yeah. I'm not gonna clean up the crime scene yet, but man, oh my God, you came and pissed on my porch. Like that is some type of crazy. And that is some type of real crazy. Like that is some type of crazy. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, Mama Jan, let's see. All right, y'all. I'm not even sure who's here. Oh, there's only a few of you here. Yeah, I wasn't sure. If you should have I wish I would have live streamed. I didn't think to live stream yesterday because that was just like this guy made an ass of himself. I mean, he was like telling them to arrest me for destroying his property because I put a post in the earth, like with a post pounder. Oh, wow. Coming onto my porch and pissing on it. Like, and then they're not going to have any type of like, that's a threat. Like, that's criminal mischief. Okay. So it's got a name, criminal mischief. Okay. Well, I have evidence now. I've got the video with you guys. That's why I did this. And, and with the cops here, and that the cops are clearly not going to pick up the bottle and take it for fingerprinting or for DNA. He claimed that DNA is not in urine, and I said, I think you're wrong, because I taught forensics for a couple years, so I Googled it while, this is before you guys got on, I Googled it while I was with the police officer, and I read to him that there are small amounts of it. I couldn't think of what it's called. It's what they did during COVID when they would COVID test you, and they'd run that test where they would multiply they'd run it on like, and of course I couldn't think of it in the moment, but it was the what is that, PCR? What is the, if does anyone know? Poop and smell bugs. Yeah. It's like, I remember my teenager story of someone leaving poop in a bag on someone's porch. Yeah, exactly, Donald. That's exactly what that's what I was saying. I said it's a bodily fluid. And he's like, "Yeah, and this guy was such a little piece of work." But yeah, it's a bodily fluid, and like you said, all bodily fluids carry your DNA, you know. It might be in trace amounts, but it's there. So there's that. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna I don't think I have I'll look for some gloves, and I'll uh I'll pick up the bottle and put it in a giant Ziploc bag, and I'll communicate with the other officer that took my case and see if she could find the resources to help me with that. Otherwise, actually, you know, you can take it to like a DNA place, but the fingerprinting, I don't trust myself. Make the cops call hazmat. Man, he wasn't willing to do anything. He was such a little turd, and he tried to be like he was so smart. And I don't want to disrespect the police officer, but he was a turd, and the other guy was cool. The other guy, I was like, "Will you come over and check it out?" And he's like, "Yeah, that smells terrible. That's crazy." Yeah, yeah, everything from your body. Yep, yep. So, all right, folks, I got so much more to do, and I got to go to bed at 8:45. All right, so I'm gonna jump off this, but I just wanted it documented. And Janie, I miss you, girl. Jane, just to put it on here, I'm thinking of organizing a cross the country. People do it in their local areas, and Tammy and I talked a little bit about it, and Jessica and I as well, in March, and I was picking March because that's when rodeo is in Texas. Um, but in March, having a Saturday event, and then we have all the J6 supporters 100% invited, because I feel like they've been excluded from things when they were really kind of like the rock and foundation for a lot of people during some very hard times. But of course, inviting every J6er in the state, right? And so obviously, if you live in another state and you're coming here, good, cool. But like, we have an event where it's not like some of the events I've heard about, but more so in a like putting resources together, connecting with people, and trying to avoid things like suicide that just happened again, like a month or so ago, of another J6er, but more so like a positive social, not like I'm not even going to mention it on the live stream what other events have been like, but a positive one where people are coming together to try to network and get to know each other and know that they're not alone, and try to prevent homelessness and depression and suicide and any other things that might be happening in the J6 community. There's seems to be a little cream of the crop top that made their way to become some type of weird celebrity where they're grifting a lot of money. And then you have the rest of them that are suffering. And I'd like to tap into the ones that are suffering. But it'd be like every state does it. It would be cool. But anyway, I just thought I'd put it out there since I'm already here. Yeah. All right. I got to get back to work. All right. Love you too, Jane. I'm just checking the chat. Okay. Not that much has happened. Okay. All right, Jane. I figured since I'm on here live streaming, I would put that little, plant that little seed because I like to plant seeds, and I'd love to see that happen because I don't want to lose another one. And Jessica was very upset about the concept that she didn't even know who that J6er was. Yeah. Oh no. Guess who's back? Linda's back. Oh man, those were good times. We had some good times. Let's grow a garden. Yeah, for sure. Oh, that's great. I'm glad this is nice. Even though I have a pile of stuff to do. Oh, it's 8:17. Oh goodness. I have till 8:45 and I'm halfway done watering the front yard and I have to go through and read through my protein synthesis curriculum and the Texas TEKS that I have to teach. And I have a meeting tomorrow and I'm lead teacher of biology and this is fun. And anyway, so yeah, so anyone that watches this live stream later on, if you're interested, you know where to find me. Let's put it together, and I'll keep communicating with Tammy and with Jessica, and that would be really cool if we could do a coast to coast, do a every state, and just make sure, just check in on everybody, where it's like, you got your sweet tea, your lemonade, maybe some barbecue, and bring people together that haven't met each other before, and that we didn't know existed, but we're still part of the persecuted, right? Because anyone that's been on the front line, no matter who you are, doesn't mean just J6, but there's persecution that's happened, and I experienced it, because I spoke at a board meeting, right? So that's the beginning, that's the tip of the iceberg, and then suddenly you're a terrorist. But anyway, all right. Okay. All right, Jane. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off. Love y'all. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for joining me for the urine in a bottle left on my front porch. That was good times. All right. I'll get back to you on the forensics. All right, everyone. Have a good night. Have a blessed night. Love y'all. Oh, good night, Ellie Forgiven. Sweet dreams, Janie. Jane, but you too, Linda. Good to see you guys. Miss everyone. Miss the fam. All right. Good night.